today we are going to learn a little more um 3 chapters if I'm not mistaken. Okay, just to catch up because last week we supposed to do 2 chapters, but I only finished 1 chapter. So today I'm going to cover the 3 chapters lah, right? And I'm going to talk about marketing strategies and plan. So this is beneficial for your term paper, the strategic marketing plan. Okay, it provides you an overview what I expect you to write in your marketing plan. Okay, I think I have told you that I think I have told you that the most important part in your term paper is the plan itself. So keep it minimum for the word count yang analysis. Okay, because when I receive feedback from student, they say that the reason why they don't have enough answer because they would like to because of the word count lebih limitation. So please focus more on your plan, the content of your what you're going to do instead of the analysis part. Okay, analysis part, keep it quite minimum lah. Right. So let's say if my line start to I forgot about this.
Starting.
Sorry?
No, Miss, when you start talking about the line, then it's starting now.
Then the line, itulah, the line, the signal become weak. Tak, I terkejut. Kenapa tiba-tiba I nampak chat sampai berbelas-belas. Lepas tu baru I ingat, oh, this is the practice yang for...
Because for me, I don't put my name in the chat also, but the attendance is recorded. I don't think it's necessary lah for me.
Itulah. I'm not sure either. So I macam kind of distracted. I bila I nampak macam kenapa chat tiba-tiba banyak kan. And then I remember, oh okay, they write down their names and their metric number. Okay, do that if you feel, if you like. Yeah, just do what the instructor told you, right? I have no problem with that. Okay, so today we are going to take a look at the chapter 2 about developing marketing and strategic plan. So under this topic, I'm going to share with you about why it's important for us to know the objective in any marketing activity ataupun when you have a I give you one example. If you want to introduce a new product, so you must come up with a plan. You must have your own objective, the vision that you want for that product to be successful. Okay, so marketing plan should be a holistic, it should be a comprehensive. Okay, holistic marketer address the 3 key management question. Firstly is we talk about value, if you remember last week. Okay, value exploration, identify new value opportunities, value creation, and value delivery. So we already, I have told you about value, why it's important in marketing, why it's important for customer. So as a marketer, you should understand about the importance of value. Okay, value creation efficiently creates more promising new value offerings because as customers, okay, I saw some question. Group assignment need a confirmation of the due date. 26 June. No, it's 26 May. I put 26 June. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I remember why. Because I accidentally deleted the old one and then I create another one. Lepas tu I salah letak tadi. Assignment. Thank you for apa orang panggil tu?
Lah.
No, 26 May. Okay, thank you. So 26 Mei hari ni 12, 20 May. I think 29, right? 29. I put 29 before this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's just put 29th of May. So I mute, Mr. Zaidin, I mute you sebab
Jangan dengar lagu ni.
we can hear this. Dah mute dah. Okay. Ada soalan lagi tak? Okay. Okay. Thank you again. Siapa tadi? Miss Dalila, thank you. Okay, so about value, okay? So it's about creating the value, because customers, we would like to experience more choices, more things. Okay? That's why we need, as a marketer, we need to have continuously, okay, create values, value offering, value delivery process. Okay, value delivery process. It's about delivering the new value offerings more efficiently. So in terms of the value chain, right? Some of the processes, for example, like the market sensing process, and then the new offering realization process. Ada tak dalam ni? Tak ada. Okay. So, and then we have the customer relationship management process, the CRM process, right? Why? The reason is because to build the deeper understanding about customer, and then we have the fulfillment management process about the way that you approve orders, the receive order, and then started with the other value chain with it, which is shipping goods on time and then to collect payment. All right. Next is what we are going to learn today is about, before we can talk about marketing plan, most companies, right? I'm talking about huge company, right? I'm talking about huge company, corporate. If you notice, like banks, they have a different kind of products, right? So they have like a commercial banking, mungkin ada Islamic banking, and then they have like apa tu nama, what do you call that, wealth management, for example, wealth management. Lepas tu ada corporate and investment banking. So when we talk about this marketing plan, most large company consists of this 4 organizational level lah, yang tu kita panggil sebagai business unit. Right, one of the thing where marketing plan is required ataupun is beneficial, especially for this different unit. Normally we're going to make a marketing plan for different business unit, sebab to be more effective at delivering what we have lah. Let's say kalau macam bank tadi, we have a retail banking, for example, ataupun investment banking. So this yang mana kita panggil business unit, special strategic business unit. They will come up with their own plan. So it is more targeted to that product, right? And then for division strategic planning, all corporate headquarters must undertake 4 planning activity. The first one is to defining the corporate mission, especially for your own product ataupun your own division. It depends, it depends on your company. If you are a bank, then the product ataupun unit, macam yang saya cakap lah, it might be differ. Okay, I'm talking in general. I'm talking just in general, but different company, they have different division, they have different departments. Even in education pun sama, right? The work process ataupun work activity might be the same, but the way that we call it is different. We have different departments. Kalau dalam education, contohnya macam kalau dekat sini kita ada continuous education, CCE, okay? CCE, yeah, continuous education. And then maybe the other names applied for another university. So samalah dengan you punya corporate, right? I'm telling you the theory part of it. In general, this is how they do it. but it might be different, okay, in your company. So my example is bank. Different products, different division, they have their own mission, they have their own objective lah, if it's not mission, right? And then establishing strategic business unit. So I'm going to cover a little bit about SBU. And then assign resources to SBU. We are going to take a look at, there are two tools in allocating resources to SBU. Lepas tu, assessing growth opportunities. Okay, so the first one is defining the corporate mission. The key question to ask in defining the corporate mission is, the first thing, you have to know what is your business. You have to understand what you do. And then identify who is the customer. You have to identify what are the best target audience, target customer for your company, okay, and then what is of the value of the customer. Okay, once you understand about your customer, so you should know what they are looking for. And you as a customer as well, what kind of, we are going to learn this along the way later, okay? What are the things that we look at when we buy? Consumer behavior. And then after that, so there are explanation dekat sini. The purpose, let me finish this one first. What will our business be and what should our business be? Okay, so the first one is the purpose of mission statement. Organizations develop mission statement to share with managers, employees, and in many cases, customer, because this is one of the way that they are communicating to the stakeholders about who they are and what they are doing. Okay, a clear, thoughtful mission statement provides employee with shared sense of purpose, direction, and opportunity. So I'm not going to tell you how to write mission statement. Basically, this is learned during management punya subject lah, fundamental of management ataupun organizational management. If you have took that before this, okay. So for creating, I just told you, I'm going to tell you that a good mission statement, it should have several characteristics. Okay, so it should be have a limited number of goals, the goals that you really believed in, and then be specific. All right, be specific in goals, and then must be rational as well. Okay, and then you have to stress on the company's policy, company's value, because you have to tell people who you are, right? And then when we talk about vision, mission, it must be providing long-term view. Okay, must be relevant, and then must be memorable and meaningful as much as possible. Okay. So SBU, okay, the purpose of identifying the company's strategic business unit is to develop separate strategy and assign appropriate funding, right? One of the reasons, because we want to allocate the resources to this SBU. SBU has three characteristics. It is a single business or a collection of related business that can be planned separately from the rest of the company. It has its own set of competitors. Kita ambil contoh bank tadi. So we do have the competitors, right? For example, like Islamic finance, we do have some details on that. And then in terms of investment banking, ada dia punya set of competitors. And then it has a manager responsible for the strategic planning of that unit ataupun of that division. Okay. So to assign resource to SBU, once it has defined SBU, management must decide how to allocate corporate resources to each. All right, I'm going to explain to you about this BCG growth share matrix. How many of you yang kat sini boleh raise of hands tu? Okay, but by the raise of hands, how many of you have seen this before? BCG. Okay. Then that's great. Tapi tak ramai. All right, anyone would like to share with the rest of us what is BCG matrix? Anyone? Yang mana yang dah pernah nampak tu? I've studied this before. Macam pernah lihat tapi di mana ya? Recall back. Anyone would like?
Ini
Yeah.
Saya tengok
strategic
masa buat
management.
degree dulu lah Prof, tapi that was like 13 years ago Prof, masa belajar marketing degree.
Ni dalam
Ingat lagi
strategic
tak?
management ada belajar kan?
Apa tu?
Subjek sem lepas strategic management.
Strategic management. I didn't teach you,
SM.
but okay. Yes. Can you explain what you remember about this?
Okay, cash cows ni dia products yang dah well developed and did not need any massive marketing, so that they can leave the product run to maksudnya dia dah tak perlu untuk put marketing effort more on that product.
Okay.
The product is already reached the maturity, and then the is the product that they need to focus and put more effort to make sure that the product reach to the maturity stage. And for the question marks, the product is not very well known by the customer or the people.
Betul.
So they need to think whether to they need to sell the product or to remove from their business lah. And then the products that already past the maturity stage and already on the declining stage, and they don't need to focus on that product. That's what I'm based on my understanding.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Azri. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, he's right. Most of it. Okay. So betul. Cash cow meaning that, okay, let me explain about market share. So relative market share meaning that as simple as we can say, I'm using a simple term, it's known by the customer. Okay, I'm quoting Mr. Azri just now. So people know already, customer know already. So in terms of market share, if it's high, then you have a very good reputation with your customer. And then if it's low, means the opposite of that. Market growth rate, on the other hand, is the opportunity for the product ataupun the service, anything can be developed, can be looked into. There are room for, there are still demands, and then maybe there are rooms for developing the product. Okay, so we have four quadrants here. We have cash cow, dots, question mark, and stars. So I think and then you can read from the quadrant here, if cash cow means it has low growth rate, but it's already have high market share. Okay, meanwhile for stars, this one is high market share, means that it's very well known to the public, to the customer, and there is still a lot of room for you to sell this product. Okay, people are still have a lot of demand on this. Okay, and many things to explore this product. So maybe you can diversify the product that falls under. Bila I cakap product, it can. When I talk about product, it can be applied for this service as well. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello. Can you still hear me? See me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sebab my laptop terpadam sekejap tadi. Okay. So yeah, diversify, because people are still, there are a lot of room for more promotion, more people are looking into the product and service. Kalau question mark here, for relative market share, it's low. Sebab tu ada question mark kan? Kita ni tak terkenal. I mean, we are not really well known from customer, by the customer. but there are a lot of room, okay, in terms of growth rate. If we go into this market, we might have a chance to succeed. Cumanya masalah kita ialah we don't have, compared to our competitors, we are still not as well known as them. And for dogs, right, this is nothing to do anymore. There is no market growth rate, and then very low. So in this product, ataupun in this quadrant, you have, okay, the reason why we have this, because we want to identify in our business which product or service is which one, right? So that we know the strength of our product, the current status lah of our product. Macam kalau kita tengok Apple, for example, I think we can find an example made by, okay, here. Dia punya tempat berubah sikit, you can see that the quadrant is different. So kalau dekat sini dia punya cash cow is MacBook and iMac. And then for the rising star is iPhone, right? There are still a lot of growth potential. And then in terms of the market share as well, people know we have a target market for that, right? And then very well known the brand. Lepas tu, if question mark here is, you can see that the growth potential, what is this? I think this one is Apple TV. Kan,
Apple TV, not so
Apple
popular.
TV. And they just recently kat Malaysia dah jual HomePod.
Tapi
Kan?
Miss, pasal question ni tadi tu, can it be transferred into opportunity? Still open sky.
Apa dia?
Boleh tak yang question ni tu tadi tu kan? Dia, macam dia bukan benda belum diteroka, cuma dia tukar jadi opportunity to explore further.
Okay, I tak berapa faham. Okay, again, from
The question logo,
the question marks, okay.
yeah, can it be the opportunity yang dia tanya? Yes.
Can it be an opportunity?
Yes.
Opportunity from here, meaning that because ada growth rate high, maksudnya it is an opportunity. Cumanya problem dekat sini ialah in terms of the well known to the market share je dia low. Opportunity is very high, still got market growth rate. But am I answering your question?
Ya, terima kasih.
Okay. So according to this, macam ni kan, for growth potential, I think lah we do have a potential about Apple TV to have like an Android box whatsoever kan, semua macam ni. Cumanya for Apple TV maybe I can say about market share, Apple TV, it's not compatible with everything lah. Okay, masalah dengan Apple ni ialah dia tak berapa compatible compared to if you buy an Android box. You can plug in anywhere, and then you can play a lot of movies lah from various punya channel. Tapi untuk Apple TV ni, I assume because I don't know about how to use this, I assume maybe ada dalam Apple TV punya application sahaja. So maybe it's limited lah. That's why dia punya market share is question mark over here. And dogs, no one is using iPad anymore. Okay. Everything is in your phone already. So people don't use iPad. So not worth it if you would like to put much marketing efforts into this. Okay, unless you not. Yeah.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Is the market share here, is it referring to the merchants or to the business, the percentage of the market they have penetrated?
Yes, that one. The percentage of market that they have penetrated, and also in terms of their brand awareness.
So is the question mark referring to the market share they have penetrated is still low and the growth opportunity is still high?
Yes.
So question mark should be the focus, is it?
Yes, in terms of marketing activity, so a lot of because market share is low, right? So a lot of activity should be put in here lah. However, because you have to remember that the penetration is very low, right? So is it worth it? That's why it called as question mark. Is it worth it to put more effort, or we should focus more on stars? Stars is the one that has apa orang panggil tu, the star of your the ultimate product lah of your company. So this is something that you need to make sure that you can grow it more, and then because of the market share is already high, right? And then you can use this, a lot of advantage you can get from the stars product. Question mark, because of the market share is low.
But the
So
growth
means
rate could be high.
But the growth rate is high. So there are a lot of opportunity there.
Okay.
Miss, can I ask?
Yes.
So, from this BCG matrix kan, and to iterate back macam to sync dengan kita punya term paper, can we, for example, we use this BCG matrix and we decide which product or which services that we want to focus? Masa kita
Okay, you can do that, but don't waste a lot of wording for this. You can mention that in terms of the market share and market growth rate, okay, but you don't have to explain about every product. This one, because you have to in specific product. If you remember in your term paper, I asked you to come up with like a this one. Mana ya? Ada tulis pasal product, right?
dekat placement kan, product service determined for placement.
Did I write it somewhere?
I think down there.
I think nanti I go to
Inside plan marketing tactics, right? Consider the
Uh-huh.
8 Ps over there.
yes. Okay, so for me, you can mention about your specific product that you want to write. Bukannya explain every quadrant.
Quadrant. Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, this is the tool for SBU. One of the thing is to assign resources. One of the tools that help businesses to assign resources and also to come up with marketing strategies, okay, for each quadrant. And then we have another one which called the product market expansion, grid and soft. But I believe that it's when you can find out, read more about it. Okay, so let's focus on marketing plan. What is marketing plan? Marketing plan is a written document that summarizes what marketers learn about the marketplace. That's why in your term paper, I've mentioned about analysis, internal and external analysis for a product ataupun for a company. Okay, and then why we do marketing plan, it serves as a guideline for you to understand if you have a new product, to develop a new product, then this can serve as a guideline what you should do next, to assign resources, to assign the key person to do it, to outline the objective, and then how to monitor the progress, how to monitor the outcome after that. Okay. Marketing plan become more customer and competitors oriented. The plan draw more input from all business function. So these are some of the marketing plan contents, but maybe it's not similar with this, right? So executive summary, meaning that the synopsis, okay, the executive summary, what you want to achieve. And then situation analysis, referring to the external and internal analysis. And then the marketing strategy, once you have identified the objective or the mission of what you would like to achieve at the end of the day, at the end of your time period. So we will come up with the marketing strategy. So here the product manager defines the mission and then the marketing and financial objective. The manager also define those groups and need which the market offering are intended to satisfy as well as its competitive positioning. Okay. And then for me, okay, in your marketing plan, I don't really need like a so in-depth financial projection, but I do require some of the budgeting. Okay, so in marketing plan content as well, we do have financial projections where we put budgeting and then expected returns. Okay, so include a sales forecast, an expense forecast, and break-even analysis. Okay, so on the revenue side, the projections show the forecasted sales volume by month and product category. On the expense side, show the expected cost of the marketing. So in your assignment, I expect it to be relevant and realistic lah. Okay, if you hire, I see a lot of students before this, they use, for example, like influencers. So at least, okay, the costing should be relevant, should be rational. And then put whatever marketing effort that you put in your plan. So there must be a costing as well, expected cost. The break-even analysis show how many units must be sold monthly to offset the monthly fixed cost. Okay, so I leave it to your creativity, to your imagination on the financial projection. As long as it does not be too accurate, as long as it's relevant and rational. Okay, next is about the implementation control. Once you have your objective, you have your strategy, there must be a tool ataupun a way for you to control it, observe it, and then to see whether it's effective or not, whether it's working or not, right? So sorry, sudah sorry. Okay. So in the implementation control, outlines the control for monitoring and adjusting the implementation of the plan. Because this is what you propose. Maybe you don't have this one yet, okay, adjusting the implementation, but I'd like to see what are the controls to monitor, what are the so-called KPI, what are the traits or tools that you use to evaluate your marketing activity, okay, your strategic marketing plan. Okay, so that leads us to another topic in this chapter, which is I'm going to talk about marketing research. Okay, marketing research.
Miss Wawa,
Yes.
just want to check for our term paper assignment whether is it compulsory to have the PCG metric point or no, not necessary?
Not necessary.
Okay, noted. Thanks.
Kejap ya. For next is you punya marketing research, the rule of research. I need to take this one. All right, so let's go here. I don't have a PPT slide for this, okay, but in this part, it's not really it's different than what marketing research. This is only a part of marketing research. Okay. So this chapter talk about the use of marketing information system. Okay. Let me just give you an introduction first. So this chapter is all about to maximize the use of marketing information system as a research tool for you to understand your customer better. Faham tak? Okay. So we use information system to know who our customer is and then how to generate ataupun how to keep track with our sales. Anyone who works in marketing here, I'm sure that you are familiar with this system, right? I'm sure that you have this own marketing information system where like a customer database. Okay, your wife is Your wife working in marketing research. Okay. But this is a small part of marketing research. Okay, when we talk about marketing research, dia lagi besar. So this only talk about the information system, customer database. I don't have experience on managing customer database before. So what I can tell you is from the theory perspective lah, the theory perspective. And if anyone of you here works in, have an experience in managing customer database like information system, so feel free to share with us how does it looks like, okay, and then what are the, okay, the important part of it or the challenge while managing the data. All right. So, with market insight, businesses have more information regarding their customer, competitors, and product. This unit will look how organization develop strategy for identifying and monitoring important development in the market environment. So, while using the marketing information system, it can help marketers to identify one of it that I remember during my study is you will know how much product has been sold, and then you have a database of your customer. The easiest one that we can relate this is by looking at our email. And if you take a look at your email, you receive a lot of marketing ataupun promotions, email from them. If I'm looking my email now, I have from Netflix, from Foodpanda, Booking.com, and so on. Okay, so this is one of the way where company, they use customer database and then they give emails like this lah, right? To inform the customer, about their new offerings, the current promotion, and even use this for a special like a loyalty program, right? Loyalty program, special for the customer only. That and then they give you a special. Nowadays is everything is promo code, right? Or voucher, e-voucher. So companies, from the database that they get, they can send this to their customer. Okay, I'm sure like some of you works in marketing. This is not a new thing for you. I forgot the name, apa yang kita panggil, but I remember while working in marketing, we call this like an email blast. But I forgot the short name, like CSM or something like that, okay, for email marketing. Okay, so traditionally collecting information involves literature research, talking with people, personal interviews, okay, but in this modern technology, it is very simple to find information. If we want to do CRM, is it CRM? That one is customer relationship management, right? Ada specific term for the email marketing. I can't remember what it is. Too long time ago. So for nowadays, in order for us to collect information, even to study our target market, to study about our competitors, it's with a single click of a mouse rather than touch on the screen. At times, business can be overwhelmed with the amount of information that is available and so on. However, when we talk about marketing research, I believe that talking with people, personal interview, surveys, and focus groups still helps, right? Especially focus group. How it helps is you call several people that share similar traits, and then you put them together, try your new product, and then ask their insight about it, ask their opinion about your product, gather as much as information as you can. Right, so I saw this focus group about they do with clothing, for example. So the focus group, the participant in focus group commented almost everything about the clothing in terms of the color, fabric, styles, smell, everything. Okay, so from there you can gain a lot of experience, information, okay, about what customer thinks about the product. Okay. The subunit will also look at the macro environment in the marketing context. Macro environments refer to the external environment. Okay, so let's take a look at the marketing information system, right? MIS, some macam management, management information system. MIS relies on the data from internal documents, marketing intelligence, and market trends of analysis. So from this MIS, actually we can track a lot of things, right? We can have a software where it can track, if you notice, try to recall back when you go to a store. Some store they will ask you to key in some of the demographic profile. Okay, whether you are male or female, phone number, age, and so on. So this is what they are doing actually to gather the customer data and then for the product that you purchase. And from the database, they can identify that, oh, actually my product, let's say an apparel. My product is frequently bought by around this age, so teenagers. And then from there, they know lah what kind of style, what kind of customer preference, so they can develop new product and orang panggil to create more new offerings lah, that kind of similar to the same target market. So this is the reason why marketers need marketing information system. Like I've mentioned to you specifically, I never play around with this information system. I only read it. So anyone, I would appreciate if someone can help to explain to your friends from the practical side. Tak ada. Okay. Kalau ada bagi tahu . So the basis of information needs in MIS is, the first thing is we take what decision should be made on regular basis, right? And then what information guided these decisions. From the information that we get, we can, like I've mentioned just now lah, okay, it can affect ataupun it can influence our next product offering. And then which information is obtained on the regular basis. So if you want feedback, right? Feedback, how regular you want your feedback? Is it every time people buy from you? Macam Grab, if I'm not mistaken, Grab. Each time you buy the food, dia akan ada pop-up. Kan? What do you think about how's your experience buying from this vendor ataupun from this restaurant? And so that is the way they try to maximize the use of technology lah, MIS, to get information from feedback. Kalau kuku whenever that they come to our house and then they do all the service, lepas tu they said that, okay, Miss, nanti tengok dekat dalam you punya SMS, they will give you an SMS. From there you can rate me, so make sure that you do that. All those things, okay, the information that company would like to receive from their customer. And then I think many of the customers many of the companies doing that. Okay, be it with apps ke ataupun yang offline, right? At some point later, at some point, I think starting from next semester, maybe some of you, right, not first semester student, but some of you will involve in writing research paper. Okay, writing research paper. So you will do questionnaire during your research. So basically it's the same thing, right? If you try to do research about customer preferences, okay, I have students before this. He did research for his own kita panggil apa? Dentist, dia punya dental store, dentist clinic.
Dental clinic.
Dental clinic. Okay, so I have a student. He made a questionnaire about his own dental clinic. Okay, to find out more about customer preference and so on, customer satisfaction. So And from the research part, actually, it can help the clinic as well, okay, to understand better about their customer. It depends lah which information that you want to obtain as a regular basis. Which special studies are required on regular basis. So normally when you want to introduce a new product, focus group is important. Okay, maybe lah focus group before implementation, before you develop the product. And then a lot of testing, all those things happens, special studies, right? But maybe not too regular. You don't need focus group once the product is introduced. Maybe you need another one, for example, like customer satisfaction or customer feedback, and so on. What topics would you like to be kept informed of? Online, offline newsletter, magazine received regularly. So how frequent it is? You don't want to spam your customers' email. Okay, is it once a day or 2 days once? What details are needed weekly, monthly, and yearly basis? What details are wanted? Okay, so all of this you can ask your company in order to get information and to give information as well. Okay, so when we talk about marketing information system, we can make use of few tools for a customer. For example, like we have internal records, include the order, sales, price, inventory, payables, and receivable report. This is what I meant. Okay. And then we have order to payment cycle. The cycle is the call to internal record system, order sent to organization, the invoice, and I'm sure that the one who handled in this department are very familiar with these documents ataupun this activity. And then kita ada sales information system. This can be generated from sales report, so you can see your sales performance. Need to analyze the sales data carefully to make accurate conclusion. It can help as well to expect atau to forecast sales later. Then we have database, data warehousing, and data mining, like what I have explained just now. Okay, so this is the latest information. So okay, this one, marketing intelligence, right? It comprise process for collecting information and to make it easier, right? I share with you here. This one is I believe that this is the latest one about the market intelligence software tools that you can use, right, in your company. So this one, anyone is using this in our class? Are you familiar with this? For me, before this, we just make use of the analytics lah for social media, because I focus more on social media. So we just focus on social media analytics. And then, I'm sorry, I forgot most of it. Okay, but you can take this information, right, and bring it to your marketing department if they still don't have this, to make use of the market intelligence software. And I'm sure that this can contribute a lot to your business. Okay, so let's just take a look at several of them. So we have Statista. What they do is to provide a wide range of statistics covering 170 industry. So the data from market reports, trade publications, scientific journals, and government database for business professional academics to do market analysis. And then we have this one is to cater IT and business leader, data discovery, management, and visualization. All right. And then we have Trend Feeder, innovative AI-driven platform, offering valuable insight on the range of future trends and emerging technology. So as you can see here, some of the company that already use their software. This is a well-known company like Samsung, Nestle, Lufthansa. The data derived from the comprehensive analysis of over 4.7 million high-growth companies across the globe. Designed for corporates, investors, and entrepreneurs who aim to stay ahead of the curve by leveraging trend analysis and market research. Okay, and the list follows lah here. Okay, so this is what I meant, like pure spectrum here is for agile market research, providing a seamless way to collect quantitative customer insight, and then users can efficiently gather up to the minute insight from respondents all around the world. Okay, so this is what I meant just now, where you can use this software to analyze data, for example, like your customer perceptions, and then to test your marketing effectiveness, consumer behavior, and so on. You will see this much more. Kenapa kita perlukan all these things? Next topic. Right, because next topic we are I promise the class will be much interesting after this, right? When we talk about the customer behavior, customer preference, okay, I try my best to make it more interesting after this. All this I don't think so. Okay, this is not free. Maybe kalau ada pun like a free limited features. Okay, but you can find more information lah. I think ada you can click here and then it will bring you to the website. Okay. So I'm just going to share with you sikit lagi, okay, this topic. After this, we're going to move to much interesting topic. Common ways that marketing intelligence can be obtained. So where can we get information? So definitely by engaging with our customer and suppliers to get more information. Kalau customer about their preference, about their behavior, about their perceptions, and supplier about how to make the value chain are more efficient and so on. And then for market analysis, to understand much more the future, so you can get from newspaper, from publications, from the whatever things that you can find the internet, right? Attending the symposium, attending the seminars, yeah, people will give you talk about what they see in the future, how marketing will be developed in future, what are the activities that you can see nowadays that might not be relevant anymore. And then monitoring social media. Okay, this is about trends. You can see what people want from the social media. You do the social media listening to identify what people want for you to generate new ideas, opportunity, and then meeting with other managers from different division to get information on how to help your marketing activities and the rest lah. Okay, untuk macro environment, because I'm talking about marketing research, right? So some of the things that can influence the marketing activity ataupun marketing decision making is demographic, economic, but we are going to take a look at this later, right, in another chapter. I think that is much more relevant from this. Okay, but macro environment means it can be external, okay, the external environment, external factors. Contohnya macam like demographic, this one is like social, and then we have cultural, we have economic factors. This one you have to put in your term paper, okay? But like I said before, not too much on this. Only put that is relevant to that company only. Don't tell me what is demographic. Don't tell me what I'm telling you now. Okay. And the information are here. So for example, demographic is important unless there is sufficient purchasing power. So we are going to take a look at this later. Factors that are impacting consumer behavior. Okay, in terms of age, in terms of gender, in terms of education level, and income level. Okay, household patterns as well. So in household patterns, nanti kita akan nampak what are the factors that impacting our household behavior and our household purchase behavior. So who are influencing us in buying and the rest. Okay. Okay, so while you are taking your break, let's watch this video.
Behavior is. First of all, it is defined as the area of research within the field of marketing that focuses on how consumers acquire, use, and dispose of goods, services, time, and ideas. Consumers can be individuals, families, or other groups, such as teams and companies. Let's try to understand the importance of studying consumer behavior. Suppose you need a new phone. How would you go about satisfying this need? Where would you turn to for information? How would you set your budget? Where would you buy the phone? These are just some decisions consumers face on a regular basis. Interestingly, each consumer will answer these questions differently based on their backgrounds and some psychological factors. For a company that makes phones, the answers to these questions will help them know the types of phones to design, the price consumers are willing to pay, and where they should sell their phones. It is very important to understand how consumers make decisions, because the best way to create and keep customers is to understand what motivates their consumption decisions and anticipate their consumption needs. Only this way, companies can design products, services, and offers that will make their customers happy.
Right, so that's an introduction. Why is it important for us to know consumer behavior? Okay, I hope that this chapter would be much interesting. If you can share your experience as well, or whenever that I mention anything in this slide, you can read it yourself, ataupun you have your company doing exactly what I'm telling you in this slide, so you can share with us, with the rest of us, with the rest of the class. Okay, so let's take a look at the analyzing consumer market. So we are going to take a look at how the consumer characteristic influence buying behavior, what major psychological process influence consumer response to the marketing program, how the consumer make purchasing decision, and in what ways do consumers stray from deliberative rational decision process. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at what consumer behavior means. So consumer referring to the one that will buy our product, the consumer product, and then behavior is referring to the attitude. So consumer behavior is a study on how individual, group, or organizations select, buy, use, and dispose good service, idea, or experience to satisfy their needs and wants. And then a customer buying behavior is okay, let me share with you the slide, the video. A consumer buying behavior is influenced by cultural, social, and personal factors. Okay. All right. So each culture consists of smaller subculture that provide more specific identification and socialization for their members. Normally, if you notice, when we talk about marketing, right? People will say that, okay, we are doing our business in this Malaysia, for example, Malaysia. Tapi sebenarnya in Malaysia we do have subcultures because we are multi-racial country. We have in races we have the culture, the races, the adat resam, and then not only that, we also have the subcultures again. So it's very important for the marketers to understand that subcultures also play an important role in providing information about product preferences and so on. Okay. Contohnya ialah macam yang saya cakap tadi ialah nationality, religion, racial groups, and geographic regions, even geographic regions as well. All right. The preferences are different. If you ask orang yang kerja dekat KL might not be the need. Okay, the need might not be similar dengan orang yang kerja dekat utara. Right. So even the geographic regions play different role. Multicultural marketing grew out careful marketing research, which revealed that different ethnic and demographic niche did not always respond favorably to mass marketing, right? So example of behavior in different Asian subculture. Okay. It says here, Chinese consumer, for instance, may respond differently from Indian, Malay, or Filipino customer, even though that we share the same region, Asian continent, but it might be different, right? We respond differently when we would like to do purchase. To the Chinese, especially those of Cantonese dialect group, Feng Shui or geomancy is important. Yeah. All right. When you want to buy house, office, building, you take a look at the feng shui, right? Very important. If in Malay culture we don't have that. In the practical side, we have people need to buy a house, make sure that the window doesn't face the sun. So that one is a practical side. Okay, doesn't face this matahari petang. So that if you buy house yang hadap matahari petang, it will be so much hotter. Kan? And in another belief, like Chinese, they have feng shui. Geomancy is important. Some Chinese avoid buying house with the number 4. That's why we can see a different numbering in leaves and yeah. Okay, we can solve this. It sounds like death and so on. Beijing Olympics was officially open. Okay, I'm not sure why this is relevant. And that is the first thing, okay, in terms of subculture, right? Can be anything. And then lastly, next is social class. Social class dekat Malaysia ada berapa? Oh, tadi semua orang aktif. Hello, everybody sleeping dah ke?
3.
Tiga.
M40
3.
Yeah, right. So these classes, let's make this like a discussion ataupun an engagement session. Do you think it's true? Social class, the different social class buy different things. Of course, like based on the income, kan? Yeah. So another thing that marketers should look into when they want to come up with product ataupun to identify target markets, to get information, is by looking at the social class, right? In the United States here, they have 7 ascending levels, and then in here we have 3. So the product, service, experience that B40 requires maybe not similar with T20 in terms of experience. T20, they want to experience different thing compared to B40. All right. Setiap kali I talk about this social class and behavior, I remember Hunger Games, right? Do you know why? Because it's a totally different league for them, right? The social class, I can't remember from which district yang capital, right? Capital. So the way that capital live their lives and the other district, you can see, but that one is fiction. Apa tu? Story lah. But it's true. Okay, it's true. In a way, it's true. Different class, they have different needs. The way that they perceive product experience is different. How many classes we should set for target potential customer classes? This is all go back to your objectives. You are the one who determine this. Okay, I couldn't tell you exactly the strategy about how many classes, but you have to identify who are your target market. And once you identify target market, barulah you boleh come up with the pricing strategy. You can come up with the way where to do the promotion, what kind of promotion strategy works best. Okay, everything is depends on your marketing objective. You have to determine first what kind of product that you want to introduce, and then later baru decide which target market, ataupun decide apa orang panggil, seiring you decide who are your target market, which classes.
And
This
and sorry, I just want to interject. And also studying a social class also is a very dynamic culture map, because in demographic and also geographical areas, that there's a lot of T20s in the cities. There's also T20s upper in the rural areas. Also, there's a lot of people with a lot of money, but their needs and their social needs is very different. So you cannot market Louis Vuitton in somewhere rural, even though they have money. It doesn't work there. So that is very dynamic in the terms of marketing as well.
Betul, agree. Okay, it's very dynamic. It means that there is no panggil a specific macam nak cakap, only one way looking at it. Okay, no, it's a dynamic thing, right? Yes, thank you. Siapa tadi? Okay, so the characteristic of social class. First, those within each class tend to behave more alike than a person from two different social class. Second, people perceive occupying inferior or superior position according to the social class. This relates with after this, okay? Third, social class is indicated by a cluster of variable, for example, occupation, income, wealth, education, and value orientation, rather by any single variable. And fourth, individual can move up or down the social class ladder during their lifetime. The extent of this mobility varies according to how rigid the social stratification. Okay. So how marketing implication of social class? In terms of their product and brands references, you can see in many areas, including clothing, home furnishing, leisure activities, and automobile. If you go to TikTok, right, people will a lot of videos showing you how to dress like T20, how to dress like old money, and so on. So from there, what we can learn from that is a certain class. It shows that they are living their life in a certain way, how people perceive them, right, in terms of their clothing, in terms of their activity. I also have encountered people saying this. If you want expand your networking, ataupun if you want to have more T20 friends, you should go to do this, pergi golfing lah, pelatihan. So that kind of leisure activities, it's true, the way that people perceive different social class. They in general, I'm not talking memang betul-betul this thing happen. In general, they have their own styles, preference, and so on. In terms of automobile as well lah kan, kereta. It is because of their income as well. Okay, they simply afford to buy more, right? And then for lower levels, limitation of income, income constraint. We have needs, we have preference, but because we have another constraint, for example, like income, therefore we cannot satisfy that needs. That's why lah akan ada kereta. It looks very expensive, but for a lower price. Each and everything that product yang you nampak dekat luar tu, there must be a reason behind it. And social class differ in media preferences as well. Okay, for example, upper class consumer often preferring magazine and books, and lower class consumer often preferring television. Even within a media category such as TV, upper class tends to prefer news and drama. Lower class consumer prefer soap operas and sport programs. In terms of their
Yes, and for certain level of this class, they even have their own magazine, like the Tattlers, they have their own magazine and all that. They have their own event for these people and to cater for the upper class punya society kan.
Betul, the Tattler, right? So I remember when I was doing my internship in a hotel, So we do have this magazine lying around kan untuk orang yang yelah for this hotel kan diorang buat event so we can see the lifestyle. So I
Yeah.
remember exactly.
If they have launching like Patek Philippe 100,000 entry level, then they will only concentrate on this kind of people lah kan.
Yeah. And then there are also language difference among the social class. Okay, advertising, copy, and dialogue must ring true to this targeted social class. Okay, take a look at social media. Okay, social media, big brands, luxurious brand, the way that they write their copywriting, the content. You can see the elegance elements in it compared to product that is produced for mass production lah untuk ramai orang kan. Not the luxury one. And then the way that I remember this one commercial ataupun one video commercial about hand stitched bag, yang luxurious bag lah. Okay, so the way that they communicate in the video, I never seen something like that dekat dalam brand-brand yang biasa kan. The way that they want to show that it's how detailed they are. That's why this is expensive, because this is hand stitched, and then the quality is from there. So the way that they communicate, right? I'm not talking about language difference in terms of the language Malay, Chinese. No, the way that it is conveyed, the structure, the word structure, so that kind of thing, right? So next is social factors, such as reference group, family, and social roles that affect our buying behavior, right? Definitely, our family, especially if it's a huge purchase ataupun important purchase, kan? We will ask our family first, and then we will ask the reference group. Reference group. Kenapa reference group? Because this reference group meaning that someone who is expert. Okay, expert. We find guidance from this reference group. The easiest one is take a look at your community around you. If you like to travel, and then you want to ask which country to go to, ataupun which is the best country to go to dalam keadaan inflasi macam kita sekarang ni kan. So, and then a lot of people will reply. So this can be considered lah. Okay, one of the example about a reference group where people that is expert about it, that have much information about those product ataupun service. Yes, backpackers group FB. Another one example kan. This group of people ataupun this factor is giving influence, right? Giving influence on how we see things. Like I think guys, if you want to purchase a car, you must have ask around before you buy, right? Selain daripada ask your wife, your family, you ask your friends, how do you think about this car? And then you go to the person who already driving that car and ask how is it brand, and so on. Okay, so this is the reference group. Their answers, right? The information that they give us will influence our buying behavior in some way. Some membership groups, secondary groups such as religious, professional groups, tend to be more formal, right? And like this one, for example, like mungkin opinion leaders as well. So is it you ask about someone that is very well known about the industry player, for example, ataupun the one who has a lot of information, the one who, you know, the apa orang panggil tu, the influence are very strong with by this opinion leader. Opinion leader is the person in informal product-related communicators who offer advice or information about specific product or product category. So marketers, they try to reach opinion leaders by identifying demographic and psychographic characteristics associated with opinion leadership, identifying media reach. Okay, so this works both ways. All right, the reference group, the opinion leaders, it works both way to the marketer side and also for the customer side. For marketer side, opinion leaders, it helps them to understand further their customers. And for customer, they would like to understand better how, before to make purchase. And then family. Okay, family, we have two families in the buyer life. Right, kalau misalnya family of orientation consists of parents and sibling, and then family of procreation meaning that person, spouse and children. Okay, two families in buyer's life. Let's say if you want to buy a house, definitely you need to ask family of procreation, especially your wife, unless it's a surprise. Okay, and then you might ask your family of orientation as well. Okay, because you wanted them to feel to give opinion about the location, about the I don't know, structure, house, and so on lah. Okay. Very important. Constitute most influential primary reference group family. So for expensive product and service, the vast majority of husband and wife will engage in joint decision making. Right? Benda yang besar-besar lah. If you want to buy house ke car ke, tapi kalau setakat nak beli groceries, okay, will engage in joint decision making, but in general, nak tanya nak pakai brand apa ke semua ke, tak payahlah sampai nak kena buat joint decision making, right? So everyone in marriage should know their roles and responsibility when buying things lah, not about expensive product and service. Okay, and this one, men and women may respond differently to marketing messages. So are you guys agree with this? If yes, in what way? Men and women may respond differently to marketing messages. So what women likes and what men like? Or anyone? I'm talking about this one. Okay, men and women may respond differently to marketing messages. I think for men, maybe it can show their I'm not sure. Men?
We like simple things.
Simple things, okay. Women more to okay, men for technical wise. Men, yeah, I believe that value is really important for men. No. Meanwhile, women more to the it can be lah, okay, one of it is in terms of the aesthetically compared to value. Women want discount. Yes, if I buy this, I save 200, but if I don't buy, I can save 500.
Men also want discount.
From
Men
what
men
I
want
have,
free.
oh my god.
That is like buy one, free one.
Buy one free one.
No lah, men cannot wait one.
I think what I can speak differently, kalau men and women, I notice that men, they willing to pay higher price for the things that they can wear for quite some time, very longer time. But for women, we like to change things. So we are not, kalau kita beli benda yang, let's say lah, kalau tak ada duit lah kan, beli barang yang a little bit cheaper, but we can buy another things because we like to change things. For example, like handbags. Takkan nak satu lelaki, if they have like one wallet, 20 years, still same wallet, but maybe for women, 5 years once tukar.
Yeah, men more straightforward and practical lah.
Again. So in order for marketers to work with men, make sure that if that product is targeted for men, make sure you emphasize more on the quality, the value, and then not only that, in terms of the masculinity that they will receive when they wear the product or when they use the service. And for women, mesti kena focus more on the apa orang panggil tu, the aesthetic punya factors lah. For example, like you will feel good if you are using this, you will feel beautiful, and then definitely ada a certain value as well, but not as much as men punya commercial lah. From what I can see, yeah. Okay.
As for me, as a man, we appreciate marketing messages, like a suggestion what to give for women, especially for like today, Wednesday, we really don't know ideas. we appreciate that kind of message.
Okay, interesting. All right. Another shift in buying patterns is an increase in the amount of dollar spent and direct voucher and teams. Okay. We have talked about this. Okay, role and status. Yes, all right. The reasons sometimes we do as a customer, we buy something just to have a view of us to maintain a certain status ataupun to the based on the role when we purchase things, so that macam mana nak cakap it's
Show
like
off, show off.
can show off. It's not about show
The
off.
symbol.
You are dressing accordingly to your
Role and
iPhone.
Your social status.
Yeah,
Follow the
according to your
team.
social status. Okay, it's not about we just dress to contoh lah. Okay, kalau misalnya for business professionals, the way that they buy outfit for their work outfit kan, kita nampak macam more formal, but because that is the role that they have to play, they have to go to work more formal. Tapi kalau misalnya more leisure company, for example, like macam startups yang don't really too formal, but they are also working in a professional setting. Tapi kita tengok dia punya pakaian more, a little bit casual. And then itu yang maksud kan, maksudnya bila dia pergi beli barang ataupun when they go to store to buy items for their daily use, okay, that kind of role and status.
Means it also depends on the work, the background of the person. For example, like engineers, they go to the plant, they wear coveralls and all that. It depends also.
Yes, okay, it depends on the role of their what they do. Understood, okay, yeah. So as a marketer, but to look at this deeper, we as a customer, we have the need to be, sometimes memang kita punya demographic factors are not in sync with our needs. Sorry, our wants. All right, we want to look this, we want to look that, we want people to look at us. If I wear this branded logo, people will think that I'm rich. I have this one story lah. Okay. So this is the moment when I went to my friend's punya MOU ceremony. Okay, so we go there, and then okay lah, we sit down, and suddenly we hear like a very loud noise, car engine noise. I'm sorry I tak tahu jenama kereta, but very weirdly loud noise. It's a sport car. Lepas tu the guy park. Lepas tu he enters that hall for the MOU ceremony, and then I asked my friend. And then the another thing is why the story is memorable, because when that guy came out from the car, he wears like a suit, shimmer, very shimmering. For a guy to wear those suit, I think it look a little bit out of place lah, because we are just in a MOU ceremony, and then we have another company where pakai corporate shirt dia, ada yang pakai t-shirt polo company sahaja, and then we have this guy pakai suit very in shimmering fabric. So I asked my friend, is it necessary to wear like that to this ceremony? What kind of what you try to communicate to the rest of the audience that day? So my friend said that, maybe because he wanted to be memorable, so that people will talk about him. People will talk that when he gives a speech later about his company, so people will definitely memorize the company. Oh, inilah company yang lelaki yang pakai baju lip-lap tu kan. So maybe because he intends to, because of the role, he wants to make an impression. Yes, exactly. and then driving such cars, right? So maybe there are certain rules that he want people to see, because the first thing that I see, nampak je kereta sport car kan, if someone can afford sport car, tak kisahlah pinjam ke apa ke, it must be very expensive, and he can afford it. So that is the status from the kacamata seorang rakyat marhain macam I. Okay. Purple cow theory, yeah, stick to it, for trademark, for stick attention, okay, whatever the intention is lah.
Miss Zuria, I think, I mean, from my opinion, right, these days, I mean, the modern generation, I call them, standing out, being singled out, I mean, standing out itself, and attention is also a major marketing strategy. Yeah, that's
Betul,
what
I
I feel.
agree.
Yeah, especially in the modern age.
Betul, betul.
Something different that you do. It could be weird. You know, it could be weird in the eye of many people, but that could be their strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a message to send. Okay, it's a message to send. And betul lah tu, kalau misalnya it represent a company, it represent a product, so it's a marketing strategy lah for that guy kan. Unfortunately, I tak ingat dia company apa. As much as he tried to make an impression, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember which company is that. Because yeah.
Miss, from my experience, flashy car, flashy attire, appearance and all that, normally orang macam tu, dia operator skin cepat kaya lah. That is from my experience lah.
Sebab dia orang kaya.
Operator skin cepat kaya. They want to attract new people to invest in their company
MLM.
or what kan.
I pun tak tahu lah kan. But this is...
Kereta sewa.
Apa tu?
Kereta sewa.
Kita sewa. Okay.
Tapi to be honest kan, macam Miss Suria cakap tadi, dia lupa syarikat apa kan. Today
Itulah.
kan, tapi hari ni today ada orang kaya kereta sport car, dia tulis nama syarikat terus kat kereta tu. Senang. Kalau you boleh tengok TikTok, you tengok Choi.
Choi, I baru nak cakap pasal Choi. Are you referring to Choi?
Taklah, pasal you cakap tadi, you lupa nak ingat. So people dah improvise tau, nak bagi senang. Macam betul lah tadi siapa Miss tu cakap, this is marketing strategy lah. When people see sport car, then people macam intend untuk invest ke, kalau dia buka investing company kan, dia macam tu lah. Macam abang tu kata tadi, skin cepat kaya, wah boleh pakai sport car. Semua tu jadi attraction lah.
Betul. Okay.
Betul.
It's a part of marketing strategy. There is no wrong or right about it. It's lagi you tak manipulate people but exploit people's money, then that's fine. Use lah whatever marketing strategy that you can use. As long as it's ethical, not to apa orang panggil tu, not to deceive. Okay. Another thing is personal factors, right? Your own personal characteristic that will influence your own buying behavior. So this can be anything in terms of your age, your stage of life. If you notice that before this, well, you are young, maybe you tend to buy different kind of product compared to now. Clothing, for example, masa muda mungkin wear attractive colors, and now no more. Now you focus more on the comfortability ataupun the practical side, kan? It depends on your personal factors, for example, like age ataupun you punya identity, okay, your self-concept. For me, I like tiba-tiba kan, for me I like hint nak birthday present kat situ. I like things that is not so colorful. So to match my own personality, when I buy things, I really put emphasis on their personality. So this is my weakness actually. All this value lah. I'm teaching this, but I didn't practice it. So shame. I didn't really look into value ke practical ke. So I always tell my friends I am very weak in terms of the packaging. As long, tak kisahlah pergi mana-mana, if I saw the packaging, I really like the packaging, even though I'm not using it, I will buy it. Okay, so don't follow me lah. Just to maintain a certain personality lah kononnya, kan? So it depends on personal characteristic, okay, in terms of age and stage. For example, this one is what? Example of marketer responding to the critical life of, for every mother, Happy Mother's Day to you today, for every mothers in my class. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sorry you have to attend class, but after this you go and celebrate, okay? Happy Mother's Day. So, okay. Marketer responding to the critical life event of motherhood. Eversoft realized in Asia being a mother is a critical life event. In a symbiotic way, Eversoft cares for your skin just like mother cares for her child. So another brand like this is Softline, if I'm not mistaken. They also use this narrative. Okay, like sentuhan ibu. In a Softline ke Dynamo, I can't remember. Okay, but they use the sentuhan ibu as the marketing message. Right? And then in terms of your occupation and economic circumstances, okay, occupation also influence consumption. This is what our friends said just now, right? Like engineers, when they go to the site, so they are required to have a certain apparel that match the occupation or match the activity on that site. Marketers try to identify the occupational group above average interest. Okay, a company can even tailor its product to a certain occupational group. Is there anything that come to your mind? Kalau kita buat produk untuk a certain occupational group, let me think. Doctors. Is there any product for doctors? Nantilah kalau if I think of any example for a certain occupation, I will let you know. Oh yeah. Okay, can't think of any dah pukul 4 petang ni. And next is economic circumstances. Do you have class before this? Tak ada. At 11:30. Do you have?
Ada.
Yes.
Financial management. Duduk dah ni.
I pun ada juga kelas pagi tadi. Okay, so financial management. Okay. Financial management and then after that marketing management. Penuh ilmu satu hari ni. Okay. This is what I meant, personality and self-concept. Alright. Let's make things more interesting. Okay. Creative people work in agency. Event, concert is good vibes. Tend to shop artistic item brands to portray artsy. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, they just come out with the list of performers, right? Good vibes this year. Last year it was controversial a little bit, and hopefully they don't tak kena ban ke this year. Good vibes. All right. So let's take a look at the 7 brands personality. Try to find out your example as well. I'm going to tell you what it means. And then you come up with your own example if it's possible. Ada 7 dekat sini, so you can choose anything. You just write, for example, like peacefulness and what the brand is. Okay. So the first one is sincerity. Brand personality maksudnya dekat sini ialah you have a certain brands, right, for your company, and then this brand they have their own identity. Let's say if AirAsia, okay, AirAsia it is known as low cost airline. So what kind of identity that they want to portray is I am affordable, everyone can fly, so this is accessible for everyone. But let's say if kalau kita ambil kepada Malaysia Airlines, mungkin it is a little bit kita panggil macam for value, nampak lebih elegance, nampak lebih apa macam mana tu?
Premium.
Kan? So this is what we call as brand personality. Sophisticated, yes. Okay, so sincerity, more if a brand sincerity, you can see that this brand punya identity it is more honest, wholesome, cheerful, and down to earth. Okay, so feel free to give example in the chat box there. And then excitement. So excitement, this is more spirited, more imaginative, more up to date. When you see this brand, you can feel all the excitement. Write the example dekat chat box. Okay. And then for competence, this is about, it's very, very good for the value, for their expertise, reliable. Okay, let me mute. Right, and then that one is competence. Okay, something that you view this brand as a successful brand. It might be a brand that has been there for quite some times, from daripada dulu sampai sekarang kan, because it portrays successful longevity, intelligence, and so on. Sophistication, okay, sophisticated brand. You can see that it is a charming, elegant brand, maybe cater for a special role or status, social class. When you wear this, the commercial ataupun the iklan, people will definitely think about sophistication when they see your brand name, your products, the way that you pick the packaging. Okay, so this is sophisticated. Yang ke-5, 6, 7, ruggedness. Okay, so this is more outdoorsy, more tough, more, spirited as well. Okay, contohnya macam kalau ruggedness, I always think about the Harley Davidson and so on. Okay, passion. Passion is about, again, spirituality, about something that excitement, emotional intensity with the brand. You can see a strong identity, a strong communication that they try to portray by using diorang punya advertisement, packaging, okay, and then the way that their marketing strategy pun, marketing promotion activity pun kind of different. Okay, it should to show passion, and lastly is peacefulness. They portray harmony, more like a natural product. So I believe that this can be seen like with a lot of home care product, and because we feel like home, we feel like balanced, organic thing. So let's take a look at some of the example that you have posted here. I baca laju-laju je semua Toyota reliable, hallmark sincerity. Okay, sincerity like Nike, excitement Spotify, competence Apple. Oh wow, excitement like World Cup and UEFA Champions League. Sincerity, Sambal Khairul Amin. That's great. Okay, Disney, sophistication, Duck, SK2, Chanel, Siti Khadijah, sincerity, ruggedness, Fossil, Toyota Hilux. Okay, so yeah. For example, like this one, kan, Toyota, we know that they come up with a different products. Tapi disebabkan dia nak cater for every generation, every target market kan, so they come out with a specific model, like Hilux kan, ruggedness. Decathlon ni tak nampak lah ruggedness dia, because I think that very macam soft, tapi okay lah, dia ruggedness Decathlon because it is outdoorsy, right? But one thing I like about Decathlon is when we talk about outdoorsy, we talk about this kind of camping sports. It is also it is always associated with being sporty. Tapi kalau Decathlon, dia ada choice ataupun it offers a different image tau. Macam simplicity. I like simplicity. Bukan simplicity. So Decathlon, I think it offers that. Maksudnya kalau I bawa barang Decathlon setakat pergi running pun, it doesn't look weird. It doesn't feel like I lah yang terpaling running sekali dekat dunia kan. I like the simplicity that it brings, Decathlon. And then the product is quite affordable and tahan lama juga. Okay lah. The Body Shop, Diptyque Candle, yeah. Peacefulness, Tales, Home Fragrance. Okay, it's good. Peacefulness, Zeus. Okay lah kan, Zeus is peacefulness, yeah, about it looks so harmony, right? Okay. Decathlon macam passion, ada family support group. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. Mr. Azharun put peacefulness, eco-majestic. Okay, so this is a brand. Apa tu orang panggil neighborhood brand kan? District 21, Dr. Martens. Ada lagi ke Dr. Mark? dah lama tak pergi tengok. Okay, alright. Thank you so much. I think this is like a repetition. Okay, lifestyle and values quite similar with the social factors, right? The way that you live your lifestyle. Thank you for the example that you give just now. Appreciate it. Then marketing lifestyle, marketers search for relationship between their product and lifestyle group. Okay. Computer manufacturer might find that most computer buyers are achievement oriented. No longer nowadays, right? Everyone owns a laptop, even student. So it's a need nowadays, not a wants, right? You need laptop to study. I think even at school, okay, from school now, they have a lot of projects that requires computer. The marketer may then aim the brand more clearly at achiever lifestyle. All right. What else? Okay, core value, key psychological process. Okay, this is the summary lah. Okay, this is quite a summary model of consumer behavior. So we take a look at the marketing stimuli, the the 4 P's, product and service, price, place, which is the distribution, and promotion, which is communication. And then other stimuli that affect consumer psychology and consumer characteristic is the apa orang panggil tadi? The major factors. For example, like economic, technological, political, and cultural. So under consumer psychology, how they buy things ataupun how to stimulate their consumer behavior is looking at their motivation to buy a product, their perceptions towards the product brands, macam mana yang kita buat tadi ni kan. So this is actually for a perceptions. Okay, perceptions part of consumer, and then with that we learn and we try to memorize the feeling that we have with the brand, and also to memorize the attractiveness of the brand. And then consumer characteristic, we have talked about cultural, social, and personal. These are the factors that can become factors like in purchasing thing. Lepas tu, it will lead to buying decision process and purchase decision. Okay, so we are going to I'm not going to go to Maslow theory, but I want to talk about this one. 5 stages model of the consumer buying process. So ini in theory lah, okay, in theory why we buy things is first kali kita ada problem recognition, meaning that we identify that we need that product ataupun service. Okay, and after that, after we realize that we need that, we find information. Find information how? It can be online, it can be offline. We go to the reference group just now, we go to the family, everywhere to search information about everything. Okay, and then after that, we find several options. Okay, several options from different company, different model. So this one is the evolution of alternative. And after that, we make a decision to purchase, and post-purchase behavior, if we like it, then we become a loyal customer. So we talk about repurchase. If we don't, then that's the end of it. Ataupun along the way, we tend to give feedback to the seller. Okay, macam dekat Shopee kan, ada kita boleh rate, kita boleh write review. So that one is post-purchase behavior once we have done with the purchase. Okay. This is what we have talked about just now. What else in this topic? Post-purchase. Okay. Last one. Identifying market segment and target. So just now we have learned about the factors that influence market behavior, consumer behavior, right? So from the behavior that we have learned, now it's the time for us to identify the market segment and targets. Okay, so learning objective of this, the learning issue for this chapter is what are the different levels of market segmentation and what ways can a company divide a market into segments? Ada berapa segment in marketing? And then what are requirements for effective segmentation? How should business markets be segmented, and how should a company choose the most attractive target market? But please bear in mind that this is in general, and then it does not apply. There is no one size fit all punya jawapan lah, okay? But this is just for you to get information on how things done. But this in real life, it requires more than this, right? You require more research, and then my student used to say that it's very difficult to just target one segment. Nanti it wouldn't be so productive. Okay, so it depends. If your product requires more than one target market, then yeah, be it. Okay, no, as long as as long as your objective to get more sales achieved. Okay. So importance of market segmentation. In general, companies cannot connect with all customers in large, broad, or diverse market, but they can divide such market into a smaller group, which is what we call as segment. Okay, how to do this? Based on their needs and wants, based on the customer behavior that we have learned just now. Okay, and then a customer and a company need to identify which market segment it can serve effectively. The decision requires keen understanding of consumer behavior and careful strategic thinking. So target market, effective target market requires market to identify the profile of distinct groups of buyer who differ in their needs and wants, which is we call as market segmentation. And then select one of these market segments to enter. This is what we call as market targeting. And then for each market, establish and communicate the distinctive benefit of the company market offering. This is market positioning. Market positioning meaning that you know your company's, your brand's identity, so you know where to position yourself among your competitors. Okay. Okay, this is the basis for segmenting consumer market. Okay, we have two broad groups of variables to segment consumer market. The first one ialah berdasarkan geographic, demographic, and psychographic. And then we have behavioral. This one is responding to the benefit, to the value, to the brand, to the identity, things that we have talked about just now. Ni example, okay, this is just an example of major segment variables for consumer market in terms of geographic region, the country, and then we go to the city, the density, climate, and so on. Okay, occupation, for example, professional managers, operative farmers, retired student, and then in terms of income, kalau nak gender, your product is nowadays we can see a lot of unisex product for both gender. Company, especially apparel company, like they started to do that. Both gender boleh pakai. There is no longer targeted to one gender only. Okay, and sambungan. Education, you can see that religion, nationality, social class, in terms of occasion as well. Okay, we do have brands for regular occasion, for special occasion. We do have usage rate for light user, medium user, heavy user, especially like technological product, right? Technological product, device. So we have options for light user, medium user, and heavy user. I just recently purchased one device as well. For me, I think I'm a light user. I just use for online class. So there is no need for me to buy a very expensive one. Okay. like to play games and so on. So I don't need that. It's because of the usage rate. My buying behavior are affected by my usage rate. Okay, so I don't think that I have to explain everything here. Geographic segmentation ataupun let me income. Okay. Is there anything that you want me to discuss? I believe that you know, right? You are familiar with this segmentation. The reason why we need to the distinctive reasons for segmentation. Kalau education, income. MAC Cosmetic is using male model lately, K-pop. Yep, true. Okay, but have you read, nampak tak nak bergosip? Have you read the apa ni orang panggil a lot of articles in China, right? In China, that they started to ban products that macam nak cakap they started to have a very strong rejection to products yang cater for male makeup because of this makeup trend dekat Korea. Dekat Korea, I think it's okay, but for Chinese, they have a lot of debate this. Even their government is actually masuk campur. Okay, they don't want this culture in China where male makeup, male model, and everything lah is being practiced dekat China. Okay. Yeah, right. Because of the country, they don't want their public to be more open lah macam yang lain kan, because they have this strong culture of bukan lagi culture, the way of doing things over there, right? Communism. But for Korean, I think it's okay. Again, we have a lot of male makeup and then lip gloss and everything. Dekat Malaysia, I don't think that we have that as openly yet. Okay, but I think we are moving towards that as well. Okay, we started to have that as well, because I can see in terms of clothing, yes. All right, we have clothing where male is actually very apa orang panggil tu comfortable wearing less masculine apparel. Okay. Yeah, in our country still a taboo. Religious acceptance. Macam ramai male makeup influencer in male now. Yeah, okay, it started to come here as well. Because K-pop punya influence, right? This one is is it lifestyle? K-pop lifestyle or influence lah. Okay, reference group influence. This is a very good example on how actually marketing opportunity for marketers to come up with new product kan, because of this lifestyle. And the way that younger generation dress up nowadays, it looks all the same because of this K-pop sensation. Mungkin macam tu jugalah kan, our parents felt when they look about our style when we were young. I do feel that I feel like wow, everyone is like very K-popping in the city, right? Okay, I guess let me scroll. Income generation, psychographic segmentation in terms of needs and benefit. Not everyone buys a product has the same needs and want the same benefit from it. Okay, it's true. I totally agree with this. Okay, some people buy maybe because of the value, because of the quality, and maybe some people buy just because to maintain a status, to try or to keep a collection or something, right? So different people do buy things from one product. It can serve different needs and benefits. Need and benefit segmentation is widely used approach because it identifies distinct market segment with clear marketing implication. It's really easy to sell, all right? Because we want to get customer to fulfill their needs, okay, to get benefit, to get the value from the product. For example, like Procter and Gamble has different shampoo brands according to the needs of each segment. We have Head and Shoulders, we have Pantene, and we have Rejoice. Yeah, okay, this is a very good example. One brand, but it has a different product, another different branding over here to cater for a specific needs. Occasion. For example, air travel is triggered by occasion related to business, vacation, or family. Occasion segmentation can help firm expand the product usage. Okay. All right, I think that's all for this topic. Effective. Okay, let's talk about the five forces model, okay, and segment attractiveness. Okay, threat of intent, segment rivalry. Okay, so in order for us to evaluate segment attractiveness, so a segment is unattractive, it's already contain numerous strong or aggressive competitors. Okay, it is unattractive, and because it requires so much effort in to compete with the competitors, especially if your market share is low lah, macam tadi kan, so threat of intense segment rivalry. Lepas tu we have a threats of new entrants. Not only we are going to compete with the competitors, but we also have new entrants. Okay, the most attractive segment is one which entry barriers are high and exit barriers are low, right? So for example, if entry barriers are high, I think for market that is very specific for, let's say, occupation, for example, kan? Occupation ataupun very expensive product that requires expensive resource. So if you are a company which you can afford to buy this expensive resource to have your own product, so this can be served as high entry barriers, so less new entrants to compete with it. And then threat of substitute product, this is what we have nowadays. Then when we have online platform like Shopee, so kita ada banyak sekali substitute product that we can find more cheaper, and then I think the most attractive thing about Shopee is the price, the cost, apa tu orang panggil, the cost effective, very cheap. And then the various, one platform can have various choices. And a segment is unattractive when there are actual or potential substitute for the product. Substitute place a limit on price and profit. Next is threat of buyers growing bargaining power. The segment is unattractive if buyer possess strong or growing bargaining power. And lastly is a threat of suppliers growing bargaining power. Okay, so I think that's all for our class today. Do you want to ask anything? Before we end. Okay, before we end. First semester student, do you have access to your Eurox already?
Ada.
Ada. Okay. I still have 35 students yang belum pilih group. Just to check here. Azmani is here. So I recognize some of the names are inactive. Bukan inactive, maksudnya dia tak ada masuk kelas. The name is there in SIS, tapi dia tak join class. So I can identify about berbelas-belas of them, but it's still meaning that I still have berbelas-belas of active student. That's still yang tak ada group lagi. Ahmad Safwan, oh, you just joined, is it? All right, is there anyone would like to welcome Mr. Ahmad Safwan? Google Sheet dah tak ada, so you have to choose from here. You just have to drag your name, log in your URLs, and then drag your name to available group. And some of the group they already have communicated. I just nak inform sekali lagi, please go to announcement quite often kalau I ada buat announcement dekat situ. And then you can go to the group homepage. Lepas tu, there is a place where you can put announcement. So dekat sini you can set any announcement lah to WhatsApp group ke, to send your progress ke. Okay. Okay, so siapa yang first class tu? Why don't you build your group together? Can I put you in one group? It will be easy as well, right? Siapa nama? I letak you dalam group, okay? Ahmad Safwan. Tapi dah ada ni ke? Okay. I will put you... Macam mana I nak drag ni? Okay, give me time. Is it okay if I put you in one group?
Can. No problem.
So Ahmad Safwan. Okay, for the remaining for the remaining students yang dah tak ada soalan, you can dismiss. Class is over. Thank you so much. But for those who still yang waiting for me to drag your name to the group, you can stay. If you have question, you can stay. But the rest of you can leave the call. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Miss Wawa.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Prof.
you. Thank you, Miss Wawa.
Thank you,
Madam.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Miss. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Miss.
Assalamualaikum. Okay, let them leave the class first, and then we are going to discuss after this.
Miss Surya,
Yeah.
Christy here. I just have a query on the discussion. There's one assignment for discussion, right, on market positioning.
Okay.
Okay, I saw that the due is on the 2nd of June, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, can we actually start doing it? I mean, if we submit it earlier, it's okay, right?
Yes, can.
Okay. So that would be one of the group discussion, and then we have one group marketing plan. And what else do we have besides that?
Midterm.
Midterm. Will
But
that be?
I haven't opened it yet. I haven't published it yet.
Will
Next
that
week.
be individual as well?
Yes, this one is individual.
Okay, and then we have the final assessment, right?
Yes, correct.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Surya.
Thank you.
All right.
Miss,
Bye.
Yes.
Miss, I nak tanya, for assignment, is there any format that we need to follow? For example, like dia punya cover page, dia punya reference.
For cover page, I only mentioned that you need to put your name, student number, module, lecturer name, and submission date. For reference, you have to use APA.
Okay, all right, thank you.
How about the discussion?
Discussion tak ada. Discussion you can write in your Microsoft Word, lepas tu just submit, because I would be able to see your nama dekat situ. Tak payah ada cover page pun tak apa.
Is there any plagiarisms or any Turnitin?
For assignments, no, but for final examination, yes. Final assessment, yes. Turnitin.
All right, okay, thank you.
Okay.
For the discussion, do we need to put reference or appendix?
This one, the brand positioning.
Yes.
If you use any citation, then yes. If you don't use,
Do not use, then no need.
no need. Yeah.
Ms. Surya, another question. I mean, the discussion, right? Do we relate it? I mean, you actually mentioned examples. Do we relate to real life brands?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's my my expectation. Real life
Okay.
one.
Okay.
It means we have to choose a brand like, for example, Pantene or what lah. Something
Yes.
like that.
Because here is about, this is just an introduction. nothing much. But identify example of both approaches. Maksudnya dekat sini ialah we have two approach. We have structured and we have unstructured. So find example of real life brands that do this according to your opinion, according to your own observation. Lepas tu barulah elaborate what makes you think so. And then which one you think the most effective one.
So we can actually mention several examples.
Yes, can.
Right.
Tak ada masalah.
Is it
Great,
for
thanks.
tangible product or intangible product? Or
I
is it
thought one product
both?
only, a brand only, am I right?
No. At least you need two brands because one brand yang ada structured approach and another one is unstructured approach. So ada two different
Oh,
brand
two
here.
lah. So in the end, we have to do comparison.
Yes, comparison not comparison between the brand itself, but comparison towards the positioning strategy. So in order for you to understand this assignment, to jawab assignment ni, kena tahu dulu positioning strategy yang sesuai, what makes it successful, and then only offer your opinion about both strategy.
Okay. So for both discussion and also the group assignment, just now, Ms. Wawa, you mentioned that we'll not check plagiarism and also AI. Is it?
Tak ada, no.
Oh, tak ada lah.
Miss, this discussion also group assignment or individual?
This one's individual.
Okay, thanks.
Miss Zuria,
Yes.
I baru join hari ni, so I just nak double check the group that I join. So basically, I can just click any group that still low in members, so I just click join. Correct.
Let us for someone who just joined today, let me put you in one group. So after that, it will be easier for you. Sebab yang lain ni, I takut diorang dah discuss among themselves.
Oh, okay.
So now I ada group 41, and then I have one
I
yang
tadi dah terjoin group 40.
oh, this one. But do you know any of them?
No,
Okay, what's your name?
Muhammad Nakib,
Is it
the
this
first
one?
one. Yeah.
Okay, I letak dulu, nanti I akan open a announcement here. Lepas tu you guys can create your WhatsApp group. Someone create a WhatsApp group and then you can communicate. Okay, so who else wants to be first class? Who wants to be in group assignment 41? I have another 5 positions left. Okay, so let me know.
Me.
Okay, I don't know who is me.
Norma Fuza, please.
Okay.
Norma Fuza, please. Thank you, Miss Zuria.
I'll make this faster.
Miss Zuria?
Yes. Kejap, I couldn't move this faster. Yes.
Miss Zuria, this is Saravana Kumar. Perhaps you can put me inside the group as well.
Saravana Kumar, 41.
Yes. It's my first class.
Is it this one?
Yes, that is.
Okay. Ahmad Safwan, are you still here?
Yes, Miss Zuria.
Okay, can you go to the group and then can you create a WhatsApp group for the rest of the members so that they can see, they can join later?
Okay. I open Eurox. I think because the computer is not with me now, I'm using the handphone. I cannot use the Eurox now.
But once
I'll make it later.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to be in the group? Rizal.
Thank you, Miss Zuria.
Reza, I couldn't find your name though. I think you have joined Another group before this?
Saya dah masuk group 43 Miss, tak ada orang lagi.
Tak ada pun 430.
Daripada saya punya dah masuk. I try to keluar.
Reza 43. Okay, let me. So you join 41, yeah? I put it here, Reza.
Okay, Miss.
So Monisa, I include Monisa as well. Yeah, I just have one spot left. Okay. That should be all. Ramai-ramai yang first class tadi tu mana? Yes. Yeah. All right, so I think that's all. Okay, the rest of you can leave the call. 78 of you, if you don't have anything, class is dismissed. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Zura. Bye.
Rosaimor. Okay, so Mr. Rosaimor, which group do you want to, you know anyone here? I can put you in a group. You know no one. Okay, can I put you in the group 41 as well? They don't know anyone as well. So you are the last one here, okay? But you can you access your Euros? Okay. So if you can access your Euros, just go here, visit homepage. Later nanti someone will come up with an announcement, WhatsApp group, so you guys can communicate through that. Alright. The rest of you ada lagi 54 ni, tunggu apa lagi ni? Last dah habis. Any other problem? Class?
No.
No. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay. I have 28. This one inactive. Inactive. Shafina should be there. Shafina tak datang hari ni. Nasri is also tak datang. Alright then. 41. Mr. Razaimur Shah. 41. You group.